What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Baking Analyst channel. On this channel, we are on a mission to make DeFi mainstream personal finance knowledge. So if you want to join us on this journey, hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel as it helps us out a ton. Today we're going to be having a look at something slightly different, specifically Dogecoin. We'll be having a look at how it is being used in DeFi, whether it is no longer just a meme, and why I am putting about $1,000 into this overall ecosystem to play around with it. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into today's video. Now, the first question that you might be asking is, why on earth have I chosen to do a video on this meme token right now, especially as everything is in the bear market? Well, as it seems, quite a number of you viewers out there are actually searching for Dogechain, which as it turns out is this Ethereum virtual machine compatible ecosystem that allows you to use Dogecoin, the meme token that everyone seems to love, as a gas or fee token. That in itself elevates Dogecoin standing as no longer perhaps just a meme token, but rather something that is on the level of things that are just used as layer ones. In terms of total value locked, it doesn't seem like Dogechain has quite that much just yet. However, with Dogecoin being the 8th biggest cryptocurrency by market cap and having such popularity in widespread meme culture, this could potentially be a port of call for people who are brand new to DeFi. And that is why I've chosen to have a deeper look into what this is all about. If you stay all the way to the end, I'll be having a look at some potential yield farming opportunities on Dogechain itself, as well as a possible airdrop opportunity if you look closely. Now let's have a look at the biggest criticism that everyone has about Dogecoin, which is the high inflation rate. After all, about 5 billion is just thrown out into the circulating supply every year. And that has been a key point of criticism and reasoning of why Dogecoin won't ever reach, say, the heights of Bitcoin. However, we do need to look at this in perspective here. While Dogecoin has a circulating supply of over 137 billion, an emission rate of 5 billion a year actually lands us at an inflation rate of 3.64%, which is actually lower than what we see for a lot of established layer 1 protocols, especially the proof of stake ones where new coins have to be issued in order to reward validators. The other thing that we need to consider, of course, is that Dogecoin is pretty much hyped up by the whole meme culture and could potentially, with Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter, also have utility in the real world. So a lot of us are thinking, well, I don't want to hold on to just a meme token in the hopes of it becoming useful in the future while it gets inflated away. And that is where Dogechain comes into the picture. Dogechain allows people to directly bridge their Dogecoin from the native wallet into the Ethereum virtual machine environment on Dogechain itself, and the gas token is actually wrapped Doge. This means that you can now use Doge tokens, in a sense, pay for transactions on smart contracts. In terms of opportunities, what I did find were actually pleasantly surprising. If we go over to Dark Auto, for example, and for those of you who are around during the Chronos days, you will know that they actually built on Chronos as well. This is a project that's been around for a while. They do aggregate quite a number of various Dogechain protocols where you can actually stake your wrapped Doge along with peg tokens like USDT and earn quite a decent APR. Now, caveat, of course, is that the liquidity on these pools is still relatively low, and that is also the reason why I'm only putting no more than $1,000 into this ecosystem. So in a sense, you get exposure to the meme token for when the price appreciates, potentially if there's any news about the utility of Dogecoin within the Twitter ecosystem, while at the same time outpacing the inflation rate of the coin itself, which is 3.6%. So I'll leave all the project links down in the description below. You can go and check that out if you're interested in at least getting some exposure to this meme. But anyway, that is the point. So in order to participate in Dogechain, all you need to do is send some Dogecoin from your native Dogecoin wallet. It could be from a centralized exchange to a Dogechain deposit address that this bridge will generate for you. you should then eventually be able to receive that on your connected MetaMask wallet. Now, you have to deposit at least 100 Dogecoin, so it means that something like $10 into this ecosystem. So that has been it for the yield farming side of things. You can also have a look at the individual projects like KibbleSwap or YodaSwap. However, the rates that they are paying out are mostly in line with each other, so there isn't that much of a difference. And not to mention that they are not exactly what we saw during the bull market, and therefore you're probably better off just leaving it on an auto compounder like this. With the DeFi strategy out of the way, let's have a look at what some of you might have been looking for, which is a potential Dogechain airdrop. Now, there is actually an allocation to airdrops within the Dogechain, and that comes from the early sheaves and the loyal sheaves allocation. So that was 3%, which has already been distributed to the early adopters of Dogechain, as well as 9% that has yet to be distributed. So while the reasoning for investing about $1,000 just into Dogecoin as a way to gain exposure sounds logical, this additional exposure to potential airdrops is yet another reason to move from Dogecoin or native Dogecoin right over into the DeFi space. The final thing that I want to say is that Dogecoin, being a meme, allows for Dogechain to be a port of call for first-time DeFi investors, and that is why this ecosystem seems to have quite a bit of promise if only people were actually building on it more actively. So all in all, we covered Dogecoin tokenomics, the Dogechain opportunities, as well as potential Dogechain airdrops. Now it's over to you. What do you think? Is Dogecoin just a meme, or is it shaping up to be something more than that? Leave a comment down below. All in all, I hope this video has been informative and useful. If you liked it, do consider leaving a like and subscribing to this channel. If you want to see more such content, do stay tuned because we come out with this content on a regular basis. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next